on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
Well, that was a big beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. First down screen pass, good for 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game, you play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go. Drive of the night. Starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Pass complete there to McCool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's good for a Tampa Bay.
To throw, it's May. That's taken in by Arroyo. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Worked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's May. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Elijah Arroyo hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Kamara up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Stafford. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Bulldogs at 10-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Buccaneers.
A give up the middle with Benson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they go play action with May. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Elijah Arroyo with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to look at right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Winston. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
They run over center with Benson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing here is May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man to play.
To get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Benson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes a lot easier.
And he holds it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
first chance for the backup here to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Jones. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. On second and a long way to go. Jones. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing, Jones. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it, here's Etienne. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adonai Mitchell, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo-birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
All right, here we go, throw. 5.
They're going to throw. May. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Off the play fake. Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
In motion, the tight end. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play caller and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
To the air, May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 23 yards. And the Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, May. Open man here is Benson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
A gain of 9.
From the 43, here's second down and 1.
At the Falcons' 43-yard line.
A give, here comes Benson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's May. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Buccaneers. First and goal at the 40.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Benson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. The setup to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Fourth down. Here's May. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And Mitchell. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Buccaneers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
10 yards to go.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Bucs take over.
So possession. Goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Jones on the return. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Motion man is Shakir. From the gun on third down, Jones. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On the handoff, Benson running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
2nd and 6.
Another run here with Benson. And he'll get it down this time in the 17. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Zone read. Here's Benson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A handoff here to Benson. And once again, they'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now a toss left side for Benson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw again. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Hey! Cowboy 80!
Off play action. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dalton Kincaid. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They're going to try and run. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
3rd down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
He has a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Super well.